Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Nick Reagan here from our first alert desk. This is 5 on 5 Plus, 5 minutes of local news and headlines brought to you right here from our Live 5 newsroom. We're going to get started right now with our story out of the Midlands area. South Carolina State University officials, they tell us that campus police have arrested a man in connection to an on-campus shooting earlier this month. 18-year-old Azarian Hagler is charged with attempted murder and trespassing. On December 1st, police responded to a call around 7:30 p.m. to reports of a shooting between two people who were not students. Hagler is now being held without bond. In North Charleston, police have arrested an 18-year-old after authorities say he led them on a chase in a stolen car. North Charleston police have arrested an 18-year-old again for stealing that car. Now, Nathan Patton, that's the one you're seeing on your screen right there. He's charged with failure to stop, unlawful carrying of a weapon, and possession of a stolen car. Now, officers tell us that they tried pulling Patton over around noon on Monday before he led them on that chase. They tell us that he had had a stolen firearm on him at the time of his arrest. Right now, Patton is booked into the Charleston County Jail on a $60,000 bond. We're getting a look at an updated report on how the Charleston Police Department is implementing recommendations from its 2019 racial bias audit. While the department has put the majority of those recommendations into action, the department's director of procedural justice tells us the department has work to do interpreting racial disparity data and then coming up with a concrete solution to fix those disparities. Potential changes could include retraining, changes to policy, and holding more community forums. The report also showed that the department has improved its data collection dramatically since 2019, and they've made community-oriented policing a central part of the operations. Well, taking a look out over downtown this morning, it is a bit chilly, and we do expect those temperatures to continue. Let's check in now with your First Alert weather team.
And good Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Joey Sovine, starting out on the chillier side this morning with temperatures in the 30s to around 40 degrees. A little breeze starts to develop today. High temperatures around 60 under a mix of sun and clouds. So a few more clouds out there, but we will stay dry. Tonight's low around 40. Tomorrow afternoon around 58, 59 on Friday. Plenty of sunshine, still cool. Average highs in the 60s. We'll be below that, but by the weekend we do go up into the 60s, but it comes with more clouds. Chance of a few showers. We're watching a coastal storm that could bring some rain and wind on Sunday.
All right, thanks, Joey. Well, heading to Buford now. The city of Buford is set to get its next leader following yesterday's special election. The unofficial results show Phil Cromer with 65% of the vote for the open mayoral seat. Cromer was up against Mike Sutton, who, like Cromer, was a former city council member. Cromer will now finish the 11 months left from former Mayor Stephen Murray's team. He says that he plans to focus on affordable housing and economic development in his time as mayor. In efforts to keep South Carolinians safe from harmful pollutants, the Department of Health and Environmental Control has announced it will now require industrial and wastewater treatment facilities to disclose if they are releasing harmful chemicals into our waterways. The Southern Environmental Law Center says that for years our state had a don't ask, don't tell policy around PFAS, known as forever chemicals, and 1,4-dioxane pollutants. Both of those are industry-made chemicals that are toxic to our health and our environment. Recent testing shows that many of the state's waterways, fish, and drinking water are contaminated. Officials say the new requirements will shed a light on the harmful industry pollutants. The Historic Charleston Foundation is selling its flagship historic property in the heart of downtown, and some folks are not happy about it in the slightest. This is the Nathaniel Russell House that you're looking at. It's been around since at least the early 1800s and brings in thousands of visitors every year. The organization says the reason for selling the Nathaniel Russell House on Meeting Street is so they can focus on more pressing issues in the community, such as affordable housing and climate resilience. Some natives and visitors alike say they just hope that it doesn't go into the wrong hands.
what I would have done if I was on the board would to have been to exhaust every opportunity to, sell it to another historical association.
Now, the Board of Trustees, they say that they're turning their attention to other houses and neighborhoods in Charleston that need their help, such as, again, affordable housing and climate resilience. All right, well, that's a look at what's happening around the Low Country this morning. This has been 5 on 5 Plus. I'm Nick Reagan. Thank you for joining me.